Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, Nephilim, to Zanthyst Gaming. We're here in Challenge of 103 on the Europe side of things. We are playing the Sun Wukong set, and if you don't know how Sun Wukong works, basically, if you have your sweeping winds up, you take less damage, and it makes it so your bells hit a lot harder, your wave of lights. So our right click is our wave of light. Our second key here is sweeping inner wind. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to switch places with dashing strike. So we have dashing strike that we can move around, sweeping wind we keep up, and then we cast our wave of light at our location instead of at the location when our cursor is. That's a legendary that lets you do that. So we'll always cast it directly on top of you, so you want to be kind of on top of them. That said, it does have little men who jump out in every direction. You can see there if you look close, and those jumping men will do the same damage as your bell. So as long as those parts hit, it's absolutely fine, not a big deal. We have Mantra of Salvation for agility. We can activate if we're taking too much damage. I didn't see the need to do this ever. And we also have Mystic Ally, Air Ally, which we can activate to instantly generate spirit when we're out. Very, very useful. Make sure you make use of that. All right, let's have a look at the map real quick and we'll get on in. All right, let's go ahead and get on into this. So, looking at my map, I am seeing that I go straight up and then to the right after that. So I'm jump in, activate my sweeping winds, and start smacking them. As long as I hit enemies, my sweeping winds will be refreshed. If I don't hit enemies, it will not be refreshed and it will run out. So make sure you hit enemies with your abilities. Even as you're running along, just make sure you drop the occasional bell, hit the occasional enemy with a generator. Anything will really work. It doesn't matter as long as it hits them. Actually, anything other than your sweeping winds, I should clarify that, I suppose. Your sweeping winds themselves will not actually refresh the sweeping winds ability. So you have to hit with something other than sweeping winds to refresh that. I ran out of spirit, so I popped my spirit guy, my air ally, I believe is his name, so that I could not run out. And then we just kind of keep moving, dropping our bells, hitting enemies as best we can. Run out of energy, just go ahead and spirit generate for a second. Don't stand in the middle of fire chains or you'll die. Don't be bad like me. Let's reactivate our sweeping winds so we get our damage reduction and then drop our bells again. So this elite took way longer than it needed to because I killed myself on his chains. It's kind of annoying, but we'll still make time. It's not a big deal. I'm not using my dash nearly enough, so I want to make sure I use that just a little bit more than I have been. So there's the elite here at the end of the bridge. I think on the map I have him just barely off the bridge. That's because when I got the map, he was not on the bridge, right? So if I would have used Mantra of Salvation, by the way, I would have probably survived those fire chains, but even better would be just don't stand in fire chains. That would be an even better solution, to be honest. Let's pop our spirit guy, our air ally, so we get a little bit of mana back, a little bit of spirit back. Regenerate on this guy, and then we're just gonna kind of blow him up for a second. Easy. Alrighty, there we go. And again, just keep dropping stuff as you move along. Keep those winds refreshed. If you're gonna run out and there's nothing to drop on, just hit the button and it'll refresh it. So you can manually refresh the winds if you need to. I did actually need to there, so that's why I was bringing that up. And I might need to again here in a second because things are going to die to my conduit. But actually, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like we'll be just fine. I'm just going to move through the enemies with the conduit active, and it shall be glorious. And then straight down here is another elite. Don't bother following the side paths. It's not worth your time. There's nothing really there. Ah, pick up the globe. Garr. Arg! I let my winds drop because I was getting upset about the globe. Feels bad, man. We do have a power pylon as well as a conduit right now, so we can really make short work of everything on the screen. It's not a big deal. Sorry if you just heard a buzzing sound. I got a job interview this weekend, and they're calling references, and I have all my references texting me and being like, yay, they called me, things like that. So if you guys hear a buzz here or there, it's my phone going off the hook, but I do have to have it on because I have to see what's going on just in case the potential employer calls me, right? I won't be able to pick up the phone. So I apologize in advance for that slight inconvenience, but it is the way it is. All right. I'm on the short list is the good news. So they're looking at me as one of the potential candidates that they want to hire, which is nice because I thought I completely blew the interview. So I guess I didn't blow it as badly as I thought, which is nice. Let's pop our air ally here. I called it the right thing. Look at me go. I'm standing in everything under the sun here. I almost died, but we lived. It looks like this wasn't quite enough to push the Rift Guardian. When I was getting the map, that very first elite there on this floor was enough to push it, so I'm not quite sure what I did differently. Perhaps it's because I cleared less trash, but that's not a big deal. We could just pop through here and kill a few more things and spawn him in just a second. Really not the end of the world. So we're going to beat the time by a healthy margin. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to dash down this way just to make things a little easier. Pop my spirit ally. I'm looking for an elite. I'm not really seeing one here. I don't have this section of the map. I'm kind of flying blind here. Looks like it's just really crappy trash, but we found an elite there at the very end. So if you're looking for an elite after that first room, there looks like there is one there. So here might be a good time, which we might have to pop our evasion thing. And then I'm just gonna get up to full spirit and die a horrible bloody death. Cool. Let's refresh our sweeping winds. Pop our spirit ally is what I was going to say. This is actually gonna be closer than it should have been because I died twice. Oops. Mistakes were most definitely made. Oh my god, if I don't get it, I'm gonna be upset. This will be like the first challenge rift I've ever failed. Like, legitimately failed when I wasn't just getting the map. No, that's not true. I failed a Wujito one once. Alright, there we go. Whew, that was close. Yeah, it was a super slow time. I'm sure you could do better, but hopefully the map helps you and the little insights here or there helps you. Don't stand in stuff and die like I did, and you'll be just fine. Make sure you like, favorite, share, subscribe, comment down below if you feel like it. And either way, I want to say thank you guys for being here today and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, YouTube.